Hello everybody and welcome back to the Chariot series of myself, Critical Rocket, and here we are with the last of the loyalty mechs that were given for 2018. This is the Marauder 2C2. This actually has a little bit of history behind it. It was used by Marauder during their absorption of Clan Baroque as a retaliatory method against the always meddling Blood Spirit. Clan Blood Spirit are kind of like assholes in the entire clan kind of sphere of society. They tend to think themselves as being superior, but generally they have a kind of little man complex. They're one of the smaller clans, but they act superior and generally just piss off everyone around them. Marauder is one of their favourite ones to annoy, alongside, I believe, Firemandrill. But basically this was an upgrade using heavy laser technology to basically kick the crap out of them and put them in their place during their absorption of Baroque. And that upgrade is 2 heavy large lasers in place of the PPCs, with the single ER large and a couple of medium pulses, which makes it an all-energy loadout, which is still very similar to the standard Marauder 2C. But the heavy lasers definitely alter the field somewhat. Rather than there being a lot of long-range and short-range weaponry, this goes for relatively medium to short-range, I'd say. It's nice that the ER large is mounted in the torso as well, and the rest of the weapons are basically mounted in the arms. So you have a pretty good assault mech here that can easily do a lot of damage at close range. It's got a lot of build options. And it's also a Marauder 2C that is equipped with jumpjets, which is another nice addition there, if you're so inclined to use them to hop about. And yeah, essentially, like the Nightjar, this was one of those rounds where just got carried. I really did. It's frustrating, but you can already tell. I'm narrating this. The video is almost halfway through because the team is so aggressive. It might be a mix of my team is aggressive and their team all sort of lemminged into one route and all died really easily. But yeah, outside of getting pinpointed at one point and losing a side torso, don't hold that against this mech. This is a great variant. The 2C2 is a lot of fun. As I said, it's got great build options. It's obviously a little hot in its base configuration, but as I said, good management these days, and the heat changes have been relatively generous in the way that the energy boats work. They're still very deadly, but they can overheat quicker, but they dissipate that heat fast. So yeah, it's overall that's been a welcome change. It certainly helps for builds like this. LSAS is a problem, but the jump jets do help with that a bit. You can do a little bit of jump sniping, especially if you do decide to go with some direct fire weapons. If you do decide to go with, say, PPCs, for instance, it means that you've got a jump sniping assault for the clan side, which is never a bad thing. Outside that, obviously, it does lack some of the other bonuses that the other Marauder 2Cs have, but in other ways, it works relatively well. It has extra armor as standard, and bonus heat sinks to deal with the heavy lasers. But yeah, outside of personally, I fire the heavy lasers in a sequence mode, chain fire, rather than firing them both at the same time. You can generally get a couple of shots off, then the ER large, and then the 2 medium pulses. You can do a lot of damage very quickly. And yeah, when it's available for C-Bulls, I recommend picking it up, because it is a good assault mech. And it's nice to have that one, because it was one of the original variants I was kind of hoping was going to be in the original pack, but never made it because of the the weapon changes that hadn't quite come in at the time. So it's nice to have this one added. So yeah, that wraps up the loyalty variant. So next week we'll be back to Inner Sphere, and we'll be looking at one of the other. I think it's 35 tons I'm up to now. I think it's the Firestarter, so that'll be different. I'm going to try and build the Firestarter Mirage, so that'll be fun. So thanks for joining me, everybody. Hope you have a good week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.